So it looks like the Matrix did take more of a beating. The radiator is bent. Coolant did squirt out, but I don't know if that was just like from the radiator cap, like maybe moving a little bit from the impact. But you can see it all over the engine bay, and it smells like sweet stuff. So that leads me to believe it's coolant, but the crash bar took a pretty good beating. So at this point, I would need to fix the radiator support, replace the bumper, the hood, the fender, and it's just adding up. And this 1ZZ does burn a little bit of oil, so I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I'm probably gonna hold off on fixing it and see what to do with it. Maybe get it replaced with like an M Theory or a 08 Matrix of some sort. Finally going home. Cool. Stuck in traffic. Anyways, so I believe the Matrix blew a head gasket. It overheated and all the coolant's all over the engine bay. I'm not gonna blame anyone. It already happened. All I know is that vehicle shouldn't have been driven, especially 2 hours to Salinas. The way I look at the car right now as it sits, I'm probably gonna end up retiring it to the state to get $1,500 for it. It needs a whole new front end. It needs a new engine at this point. It needs a new windshield. It needs a new cat from the little bit of oil it was burning. I'm getting transmission shift solenoid codes, even though the transmission was shifting perfectly fine. I don't know. So I'm on the lookout for an M Theory 07, or if it's in pristine condition, 03 Matrix XRS automatic. Before you guys say, oh, look at that, you praise the Matrix so much and it left you stranded. It's not that it broke down from design, it broke down from neglect. So that was my fault, I guess, for not telling said person that drove the vehicle to not drive it. But that car has so much miles right now. That car has almost 250,000 miles. And the only thing I've done to that car was a starter. Like 250,000 miles. Only thing I did to that car was starter. And sure, maintenance items like tires, oil changes, ATF flushes, or drain and refill. And the Matrix is a pretty good car. I'm not gonna lie, it's amazing. Great gas mileage and just so much space for what it is. It's a really, really good vehicle, and that's the reason why I'm gonna end up replacing it with a different one. I just don't see the point in investing or putting all this money into fixing the black Matrix and then still have issues with it from the transmission, shift solenoid codes. I don't know why, when I could just spend that same amount of money and buy a decently mileage M Theory Matrix or an XRS. Honestly, the XRS is just a thought because I love the gas mileage that the 1ZZ gets, and I don't race in the Matrix, so why do I need a 2ZZ? But I don't know, if I see a really minty 03 XRS with like low miles, then I'll get it. Otherwise, I'm still stuck with the M Theory, and we're just gonna go from there, guys. So we're at the Novia's house. McCurl is here and Matrix made it. So the guy or the people at AAA didn't want us, or they were trying to assign us to a towing yard, but every towing yard was denying our request because it was over 100 miles tow back to Stockton. So what I ended up doing was just requesting it to have it towed to my girlfriend's house, which is about 37 miles. And even at that, they didn't want to because there was heavy traffic in Gilroy. So they were supposed to tow it to some yard in Salinas. And when the guy showed up, he was some Hispanic guy, and he's all talking to me and we're chatting up. He's like, you know what? I'll take you where you need to go, San Jose. And he drove us in traffic all the way back to San Jose, and I appreciate it. I ended up giving him some free drinks and told him I was really thankful for what he did. So it's Tuesday. This whole incident with the towing situation was on Sunday. but apparently the tow truck driver is 2 minutes from here. So the car was originally parked right there, and I pushed it back a little bit so that it could be easier for him to tow. And yeah, get this Matrix towed home and possibly do the 1ZZ swap. I do have a spare 1ZZ at home, so I'm probably just gonna end up swapping the 1ZZ in there and using it for the remainder of the year, because I did buy registration for it, or tags, and I kind of want to use them up before I guess I retire to the States. So I'm just gonna use this till the end of the year, until everything comes back to normal on the prices of vehicles, because right now I was looking for M theories. I don't know when people want $5,000 to $7,000 for a Matrix. Like, that's criminal. But our tow truck driver should be arriving any minute now. Kind of want to stay recording just to kind of show him in the video, but depending on what happens, I'm probably gonna end up parting the vehicle out before I retire it to the state. So if you guys are interested in something, let me know. It's just a stock XR with XRS wheels. Jeez, man, I just did so much crap to it. I just recently did the backup camera on it too. Did the backup camera on it, installed the head unit, and my dad really had to go crash the car. But I'll show you guys once the car's home. I'll show you guys more in depth the damage. But I'm pretty sure something something messed up in the cooling system. So it is a hoopty. It's 250-ish, or 245 I should say, 1,000 miles. Man, where is the tow truck? I said it was gonna be here in 2 minutes. Oh well. I think I hear it. Yep. What the heck? What the hell is a towing? Bring it back with him. Should go from here. Alright.
I was over by Mission Boulevard.
Yeah, I
680.
I saw on the map you were all the way by Fremont already.
Yeah, and then they called me back and said, "Come back, you have another one." Oh well. Sometimes the timing's not that great. But
Yeah, I tried to call a little bit earlier, but their automated system just takes forever. Like, what year is your car? This and that.
I think I'll still beat traffic.
Yeah, I saw it. You'll still be traffic. It doesn't happen till like 2 p.m.
Right. Just dropping it off.
Just dropping it off. My dad's gonna be there, so you just give him the
This
keys.
is a house, basically.
Yeah, it's a house. I told him to move the vehicle, so you shouldn't have any issue dropping it off.
And then, so what is this thing off of now?
What do you mean?
What's that, like, do I take the whole set?
Oh, just take the whole set. It's my dad's key set. This is his car. It's just that it broke in Salinas, but they wouldn't tow it that day because there was no one available at the time. So I just dropped it off here in San Jose at my girlfriend's, and now today.
I've already been to Salinas this morning.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Man.
Somebody broke down on 101 and 680 over there and said, take me to Salinas.
This broke down in Prunedale.
I see.
Right outside of Salinas.
Yeah.
They wouldn't tow me there. I was waiting for 3 hours. 3 hours until I finally said, you know what? Tow it to San Jose at least. At least to San Jose, because I didn't want it sitting there at the side of the highway.
Right. Yeah. It's not a good thing. Because they can impound it or something.
Yeah, or they could steal my radio, because I got like kind of a pricey radio in there. So I just didn't want them to break the windows or something.
Or even worse, they can take your catalytic converter.
Oh yeah, they're stealing cats.
Like one of those old New York movies out of Bronx. You know, you park a car, you come back from the restaurant and sit on blocks.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. And there she goes. Borola Toyota Celica TC. Oh, that one. Sorry, that's the Lexus. There she goes off into the distance. All right. Let's go back inside, relax. And just like that, it is the following day. It is Wednesday already, and the Matrix is home. Man, oh man, oh man, what a journey. You know, it's funny, I made a video on how reliable this car is. Even after it blowing the head gasket and all this, it's still a reliable car because this was neglect. This wasn't like a manufacturer defect or manufacturer flaw. This was neglect by my family, so I'm still gonna praise the Matrix. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Used vehicle car sales right now during the pandemic is ridiculous. I was looking up M3s and XRSs, 03s. Why are they really expensive right now? Why are they like $5,000 cars? This is supposed to be like a $3,000 car. So I'm probably just gonna end up fixing it, guys. So follow me on this journey, and we're gonna have to fix this whole front end and engine. All right, let's go to work.